In today's lecture, we will discuss about encapsulation, abstraction, and concept of objects. In this lecture, the outline are scheme, syllabus, encapsulation, abstraction, then concept of object, and in the last, we will conclude the lecture. This is the scheme of our subject, and this is the syllabus of double OPM subject. First, we will discuss about encapsulation. It is the method of combining the data and function inside a class. We can say that encapsulation is the process of wrapping up of data and function within a single unit, and that single unit is called class. The data gets hidden from being accessed directly from outside the class. It means that if we declare data and function inside the class, then the data is hidden from the outside of the class. This is similar to a capsule where several medicines are kept inside the capsule, so hiding them from being directly consumed from outside. All the members of a class are private by default, thus preventing them from being accessed from the outside of the class. It means that if we declare a member, data member, or function within a class, then by default they will be declared as a private member of the class, and they are hidden from the outside world, and we cannot access that members from the outside of the class by using the object of that class. Then why encapsulation? Encapsulation is necessary to keep the details about an object hidden from the users of that object. Details of an object are stored in data member. This is the reason we make all the member variables of a class private and most of the member function public. It means that actually we want to hide our data. That's why we declare our data as private and most of the member function as public, so that we can access the public member function from outside the class, and we can modify our private members, our private variables inside the public function. Member functions are made private so that these cannot be directly accessed from outside the class, and so most member functions are made public to allow the user to access the data members through those functions. For example, we operate a washing machine through its power button. We switch on the power button, the machine starts, and when we switch it off, the machine stops. We don't know what mechanism is going on inside it. That is encapsulation. Next is benefits of encapsulation. What are the advantages? What are the benefits of encapsulation? Why we are using this encapsulation in double OP? So there are various benefits of encapsulated classes. First is encapsulated classes reduce complexity. As we know that in procedural oriented programming there is so many complexity in the program because we treat a program as a whole, but in encapsulated classes reduce complexity. Second is help protect our data. A client cannot change an account balance if we encapsulate it. Encapsulated classes are easier to change. We can change the privacy of data according to the requirement without changing the whole program by using access modifier like public, private, and protected. For example, if data member is declared private and we wish to make it directly accessible from anywhere outside the class, we just need to replace the specifier private by public. Now, what is data abstraction? So data abstraction is one of the most essential and important feature of an object-oriented programming in C++. Abstraction means displaying only essential information and hiding the details. It means that in abstraction is the act of representing only essential things and hiding all background details. Data abstraction refers to providing only essential information about the data to the outside world, hiding the background detail or implementation. Consider a real life example of a man driving a car. The man only knows that pressing the accelerators will increase the speed of a car or applying brakes will stop the car. What he does not know about how on pressing accelerator the speed is actually increasing. He does not know about the inner mechanism of the car or the implementation accelerator, brakes, etc. in the car. Advantages of data abstraction. Data abstraction is most similar to encapsulation. First advantage of data abstraction is helps the user to avoid writing the low level code. Low level code means you don't have to include unnecessary details. Avoid code duplication and increase reusability. Third is can change internal implementation of class independently without affecting the user. Helps to increase security of an application or program as only important details are provided to the user. Next is object. An object is a real world entity, for example chair, car, pen, mobile, laptop, watch, etc. are the example of object. In other words, object is an entity that has state and behavior. We can say that the object is consist of two things. First one is attributes, second one is behavior. Here state means data and behavior means functionality. In programming term, state means data and behavior means function. Object is a runtime entity because it is created at runtime. Object is an instance of class. All the member of the class can be accessed through the object. Next is characteristic of object. Suppose we have an bank class and account object. So in that case, state is a set of data value or field. So example, suppose we have an account, then the attributes of account is account number, name, address, UID, PAN, balance, etc. And behavior means set of functions or tasks performed by an object. Example, deposit the money, withdraw the money, etc. Identity it is used to distinguish a object from other objects. It is used for differentiation between among objects. The benefits of object is first one is modularity. If we use object, then we are implementing the object-oriented programming, and the main feature of object-oriented programming is that it provides us a modular programming. In that we can divide our problem into number of objects, and we can treat these objects as a module because the module is very easy to write and we can easily maintain them. Second is information hiding. By using object, we can write the properties of object within the class, and we can achieve the concept of encapsulation, and using access specifier we can achieve the concept of information hiding. Third is code reuse. The most important feature of object-oriented programming is inheritance. So by the use of inheritance, we can reuse the class that is already exist. We don't have to write the code again and again. So by using object, we will use class because we write the properties of object in the class, and class we can inherit the class. Suppose that we have one class and want to inherit the properties of one class into another class, then this procedure is called inheritance. Fourth is pluggability and debugging. As we know that the program is divided into module, so it is very easy for us to add one more module in the suppose that we have 4 module and we want to add one more module, then we can easily add that module in our software. And the program is divided into module, then suppose we have 4 module and number 3 module has some errors, then we don't have to debug the all 4 module, we only debug the third number module because we have an error in module number 3. So this is the advantage of object. Thank you so much.